Welcome back, everybody, to I believe the 26th episode, but is labeled the 25th episode because we did a weird thing in the middle. And we're gonna go ahead and start off with a vignette before we go into the Bungie log, and then go right into gameplay proper. So, first, most important step of the day: drinking. I don't have a drinking problem; it's fine. All right. So, the Shard of Ermejon, 20 hours ago. New rhythms had been crossing their threshold all morning. Most carried the familiar, anxious tempos of people moving with purpose through uncertain times. Sissika barely paid attention to them with only a passing interest, like one listens to the rain outside the door. Then one arrived that made them pay attention. They had known many Aramaji. They carried cleaner rhythms than most, less interference, less noise. But this one rang like a bell struck in an empty hall. They followed her progress through their halls with quiet interest as she moved with the focused hunger of someone who had spent years studying something from the outside and was finally standing on the inside of it. She pressed her palms flat against the grain of the hull at specific intervals, murmuring calculations to herself about aether kinetics and interspatial magnetics, asking questions aloud about the geometry of their passage through the perpendicularity of the drift. Like the universe was a problem she intended to solve before lunch, and she was annoyed it kept getting bigger. They also heard the other thing, underneath the clarity, running counter to it. A pull downward, patient and certain and getting louder. They had heard rhythms dimming before, had felt the particular grief of a song that knows it is ending too soon. But hers carried something worse than resignation. It carried the specific weight of someone who was beginning to quietly set down the things that she wanted to become one by one, because there was no longer any point in carrying them. They guided her gently, a door left open here, a light left open or left on there. Eventually, she found her way to their trunk, and they introduced themselves the only way that felt right. And the two spoke for a long time about everything and nothing. Later, their attention settled on a particular place within their own canopy, one they did not linger on without good reason due to what had happened the last time by accident, before they understood. A few leaves there carried a different quality, the way a certain note in a long chord rings just slightly apart from all the rest. They considered them quietly, then chose and hummed low and long until the song, already living inside it, knew what it was for. And then they waited. She found her way to the upper branches towards evening, settling in beside the loud one with the authority figure issues to talk about futures. Yes, you. Sissika let go of the leaf and watched it drift, watched her catch it with a curious look and tuck it into her hair like a pretty thing she had found, already turning back to her conversation. Sissika felt the small silence where it had been. She was worth it. They hoped she would come to believe that too, before the undertow pulled her under. All right. So
Huh.
before we go into the Bungie log, yes. Huh, indeed.
I don't know what that means.
Anyone want to give a guess as to who they're talking about?
Well, for a little while, they're talking about Eloise, right?
The very end. Yes.
Yeah.
But I yeah, I couldn't follow it.
Okay.
It was sorry.
It's
I
okay.
couldn't put two and two together.
All will be made clear eventually. Before we get into the Bungie log, there's a quick point of order that the roster should have included Gildan Dragon and not Loch Lorcan in the list of inter-expanse fugitives, as Loch's crimes would have been regional only, and all the big stuff was under the Gildan name. So that's my bad. There's a lot of aliases T tabs
Oh,
on for him, so that's yeah.
yeah.
All right, so
But Gildan's in trouble, right? I mean,
Gildan is in trouble because he's officially the one that stole the score and stole the ship with you guys.
Yeah.
So yeah. I don't recall exactly what he looked like at the time. Unfortunately, I'll have to talk to Eric again
Mm.
about that. I know he had
Did
like a hmm?
sorry. Did Locke clarify what form he is for the council meeting?
I believe he's in
Oh.
his highborn Aramaji outfit that he's been using the most part thus far.
Okay.
Um Not the breaker version, but the
Yeah,
shadow brand,
the
which is why I
first
Mm.
have
one.
so I have his art now right now. Let me do control Z. I have this one for him right now, which is
Yeah.
the shadow brand version. Um but yeah.
Wait. Oh, Shadowbrand, but I thought Shadowbrand were the grounders.
No.
No, the light and the dark are the upper people, and then
Oh,
the
okay.
four
Oh,
elements are the down people.
oh, right.
Mm,
Boy, good for you.
no. But
Good
yes,
for you.
you
Well, good
paid
that you
attention in
remember
class.
this stuff.
Oh
Right,
no,
I
I
didn't
thought
remember.
you meant good for you, as in good for Locke.
Oh.
So I was like, yeah, good that he picked someone on the upper side.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Right, right.
Smart.
Smart man.
I see.
All right, so Bungie, go ahead and take us away and catch us back up.
Okay. Making sure I got the right episode here. Yeah, okay. Bungie's log entry number 24. Locke hasn't come out yet. What is he doing? Oh, he is still getting the grand tour. The plan is to inhibit certain emotions? Isn't that what makes biologicals unique? Wait, if if they have to inhibit the emotions, does that mean I have emotions? Locke is taking a sample. I will need to investigate this chip to learn how it works. We're now at Typhon's workshop. He is working on a synth body for Aerith, but he made several mistakes, which I fixed. But he still needs to solve the problem of how to power the soul transfer. I wonder if he can use those tubes I saw in the factory. The two sisters are arguing now because I asked a morality question. Even if we can save Aerith, what about all those other grounders we saw that were suffering? I posed this moral quandary to my biological friends because I am not programmed to solve questions like this. Wow, they certainly have different opinions on this matter. I am detecting very strong emotions from those two sisters. I took notes to help in hopes of understanding how biologicals handle these difficult questions. We are now at the council meeting. I've never been at a council meeting before, so this will be interesting. The chief sky warden reports that Tahala is missing. I hope she is okay. Oh no, he is calling us fugitives. Should we run away? Oh wait, the council speaker is standing up for us. At least we have another week. Now comes the important meeting on Project Transcendence. Good thing Typhon signed us up so we could be here. The Archon wants to obtain immortality. Really? I don't think he understands how synths work. And he is planning on using those inhibitors to remove the rebellious nature of the grounders? This is not acceptable. I am glad to see that at least some of the council members don't accept the Archon's proposal. At least we get a chance to give counter arguments. I hope we can convince more council members to reject his evil plan. I'll write more after the vote.
Awesome. Fantastic. Yeah, 1 second here. I'm gonna pull up Typhon's sheet real quick here so that I can have dice for him to roll for this as well.
Hmm.
If I can just get this to cooperate. Buttons are hard, everybody. I swear. I've
Mhm.
used a computer before, I think. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we believe you.
Okay. Yeah. Like, sure you have. Like, cool. Because I'm gonna need to have he's gonna be rolling the same way you guys are. So
Mhm.
to catch you guys back up on what the rules for this is going to be, basically there are 8 members, but only 5 are can be influenced because Tech and Typhon are on your side by default. And the Archon is not going to be swayed by you by any means necessary, basically. There's nothing you can do about that. So you can't sway those 3 at all. The 5 that you can influence will each have basically a DC to hit in order to influence them, and it'll go up in difficulty as we go down. Tahala is a 6, Talus is an 8, Lindara is a 12, Satira is a 14, and Calcadus is a 16. Which is very, very hard, obviously. But the good news is that you will be doing your overcome roll, but you will also be getting a bonus based on the quality of your actual argument itself, right? Which can go between a 1 and a 5. And additionally, one other member of your group can boost you during your argument as well. I'll be doing the exact same thing for Typhon, right? And I will just give him a boost of 3, which is average, basically, right? Because I can't judge the quality of my own argument. Right?
I think I did a pretty good job being evil. With
You know,
this one.
I'm pretty good. No, it's Typhon's argument, not the Archon's.
Yeah.
So, and I could have you judge its argument, but I feel like you just give him a 5, so that, you know.
Yeah.
That's true.
So I'm hurt.
Yeah.
I'm hurt.
Yeah, but I know you pretty well. So, and during the debate, each of you guys are doing the counter arguments essentially, because the Archon's doing the arguments, and you guys are doing the counter arguments, right? So each of your counter arguments will award a tally point to either the yay or nay. You want the nay, right? You want a no vote on the bill, right? Essentially, right? Yay is it passes, and you don't want that, right? So, as such, on the thing, I've gone ahead and put underneath the 5 that are influential, yays or nays, and we will go ahead and put tally marks on that. If somebody wants to be in charge of doing that, that would be great. Just, you know, a number 1 or something, whatever you want to do, is fine with me. And yeah, so I also will not bore you with the extensive arguments of the Archon. It'll just make you angry.
Yeah.
Ferris is going to just be angry,
You know me,
standing in the
so
corner.
Yeah.
Like, how is Ferris doesn't have eyelids? How are they twitching? That's so weird.
It's just her antenna are like. I will, however, still read off the summary of each of his arguments before I go to you guys' counter arguments. So I will begin. Yes, I will go ahead and begin with Typhon's one that he'll be doing counter to, just number 1. We are going in the order that they are listed. Okay, that we originally was listed. Okay, so the Archon's argument was that transcendence is the only way to complete the great work mandated to the Eremaji people and unlock the secrets of the pioneers through the new minds given. So Typhon's counter argument that is anyone whose argument hinges on only one way is either selling a false narrative or lacks the vision and humility to explore alternatives. The great work is indeed so incomprehensibly vast that extreme measures may be tempting, but one must always weigh the cost. I do not believe our minds are insufficient to this task. To accept that framing is to accept failure as a natural endpoint, and I refuse that conclusion. Why would the pioneers and the 3 have given us a charge our own flesh and minds could not meet? I think not. And even if this path were taken and the goal reached, what would we find in ourselves at the destination? Would the pioneers recognize us? Would we recognize ourselves? They left on a mission to reunite the shards and charged us to do the same. But what good is that mission if the doing of it irreparably divides and destroys the very thing we were meant to preserve? So,
Damn,
right.
okay.
I'm looking at his.
Also, that is a lot shorter than what I wrote down.
That's fine.
Okay.
I don't like taking up tons and tons of time of me just talking to myself.
Yeah.
If possible.
Better to be over prepared though. That's fine.
Yes. It's a D8, and I don't know what a zone would count for this. It's probably a D6 actually. I think. Well, technically, no, it's a D10. The D10.
So
yeah.
I know you. So with our overcomes and stuff like that, are we just like picking what we're using? Like, because normally we pick our qualities and powers.
Yeah, depending on what you're doing, but it's going to be a little more restrictive than usual, probably because you're not like hitting things.
Excuse me?
Maybe you are. I don't know.
Maybe she is, right?
It depends on what you're doing, I guess, is the answer to your question. Okay.
Right.
I mean, one of my powers is beefcake. Do you really think I'm not going to be flexing?
And we are going with our status is green.
That is green for this. Yes, correct.
Okay.
And
for a second, I was like, how does that affect anything? I forgot you guys have different numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have different systems.
Rub it in.
Yeah.
Well, I chose that on purpose.
I know you did.
So
it makes life easier.
I'm going to posit this to the group for an answer here. Does this description fit the situation or not? If you're in a situation where everything is spiraling out of control, does this fit that situation?
Yes.
Yeah.
Things are spiraling.
Yeah.
Okay.
What does he have a special?
The Archon.
He has an intrinsic ability where he can automatically succeed on overcomes by throwing out the rules, basically, is what it says.
Yeah. This man just
yes.
Yeah, this man just listened to what is basically the head of his
government
/ religion government say, hey, I am going to shove half of our population, will they, won't they, into
I don't think you guys deserve to be people anymore.
It's like, you guys aren't people to me.
I'm taking
I'm
away
going to take away what makes you people.
Sure.
Did he even mention the? Oh, he does. He does kind of mention it in the quell the rebellious spirit. He's like, I'm going to take away your bodies. I'm going to take away your minds. I'm going to take away your thoughts. Things are spiraling.
Okay. All right. I'll give it to you. So that means that he automatically succeeds in doing so. And I think what that technically means is that he gets the highest roll he can get for this.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what I would mean. Automatically succeeding. I don't know. That just means a regular success, right? Or it doesn't mean beyond expectations. So
okay, so I would have said that it would be between an 8 and an 11, right?
That would probably make the most sense.
I'll 12. My brain said an automatic success is a full success, which is a 12, right?
That's beyond expectation.
Oh, beyond expectation. Then I guess
I do think it comes to what is Typhon's highest die that he could get in.
That's fair.
Like of what?
His highest die that he was rolling was a D10.
So then
10 is the highest.
Yeah.
Okay.
10 is the highest he could get.
Okay.
Then.
Yeah.
That's fair then. All right. And I gave his bonus of a 3. Is anybody boosting Typhon?
What's the rules on boosting for this? Because normally we don't boost for overcomes, right?
Correct.
It's more, can each of us only boost one other person?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
But only one of us.
Only one person.
You got to come up with a reason.
It has a reason, rationale for it. Yes.
No problem. As long as if I boost Typhon, that means I can't boost anybody else later.
Nope.
But it's
the
just
rationale is that I'm gonna be a murderer if we don't win. Not that I.
No, but when you boost, Trevor, I assume you got to roll for it, right?
Yes, you roll for a boost using.
So that means you need
a power and a quality, and
so you need to know how you're boosting, so you know which power and quality.
Yeah.
Yes. You are actively contributing in some way that in order to help his argument, whether that's contributing to the actual argument itself or some sort of PowerPoint presentation system or whatever it is you're thinking of, right? You're gonna mad dog them and like intimidate them. I don't know, whatever, right?
If I were to boost, I'd be rolling a 6, an 8, and an 8. So if anybody wants to see if they would boost better.
I just can't imagine what power could be used.
I mean, Ferris could do kind of a precog expert matchmaker, to just kind of get a vibe check, basically. Who's
Okay.
I also have
Interesting.
That would be
I also have
that's my pitch.
awareness, which could be used at some point.
Yeah.
Awareness would make sense too, I would say.
Yeah.
My
Let's go
boost
with
is intimidation.
let's go with since Ferris is next, let's go with Ferris for the boost.
Okay.
On the first
Right,
one.
that's good.
Right. So that she can go ahead and get a vibe check on the room for basically like trying to determine like ahead of time, does he need to add anything else to this argument in order to get everybody else on
like,
board, right?
Do people look like what was the general reception after this plan was suggested? Are people horrified? Are people intrigued? What's the reaction to Typhon?
Yeah, and then you can help kind of steer Typhon towards, hey, like this person might need a little more, pushing in this direction,
like
and
make,
so on, right?
Make direct eye contact over there.
They need a little more oomph on that side. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so that's a 4.
That's a 4, which is on the boost chart is a 2.
Oh, +2.
So that's a total of +5. So that's a 15, which doesn't hit the 16, unfortunately. But that's not terribly like.
I figured he's lost cause.
I mean, you're not entirely wrong. It's very hard to get 16s. But
we don't need
else. Yeah. You don't need him. You only need to get 3 of them on your side, technically. Right.
Well, actually, if someone used their bonus dice, then if we can get the hardest guy over, what does that mean about the easier ones?
That's true.
I don't think that helps because we have to have the hardest guy have 3 votes.
3 votes,
or 3 yays, right?
3 yeses, yeah.
So I would much rather waste a bonus die on one of the lower ones, because those we have a higher chance.
If we only
I'm metagaming here.
Yeah, if we only needed to get 1 yes from him, then absolutely. But
you would need 3 yeses from him from different people.
Or 3 no's, 3 nays, actually.
Yeah, 3 nays, yes.
Yeah, we need 3. So from the 5 people on there, we need 3.
Yes.
But if we got the hardest guy, then I feel like
no, we need
some of the low ones would be guaranteed.
Each person has to have 3 nays in order to actually
vote
sway
that
them
way.
over.
Yes.
Yes, and I don't have to vote nay 3 times to 3 individual speeches for it to kind of count.
Okay.
Yes, each of you guys' arguments will basically go up a scale for how many people it hits, and if they vote yes or no. Right. So and then at the end we tally which one, yay or nay, for theirs has the higher number, and that's the way they vote.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right,
So
because he got a 15,
so
because he got a 15, does that mean we get the three people get nays?
It means that 4 of them, because 14 is
4.
Sakura. So that's everybody but Calcadus.
Yeah, okay. I counted wrong. Right.
Yes. 4 of them get nays.
I make the little.
Yeah, Sarah's the good editor here.
All right.
I will remember to do it in a color other than black.
Yes.
Oh, right.
Invisibly. So the second point the Archon had is transcendence will give the Eremaji people immortality and free them from the struggles of mortal life, of flesh and blood. It is the greatest good and gift that can be given to the people. The cure for death and disease must be given. So that is the Archon's argument, and I will say that it does have at least an hour of argument behind it. He is very long-winded. You can tell that
he's gonna regret that.
By point 2, you can begin to tell that he does realize that kind of drawing it out is kind of in his favor, because at the end of the day, a vote has to happen. And so therefore, the less you guys get to give counter arguments, the better for him, basically, right?
He's gonna filibuster us?
Basically, yes.
Yeah. So can I give a suggestion?
If I didn't already want to kill this motherfucker.
Can I give a suggestion for maybe I can make a suggestion to Ferris?
Okay.
Bungie can make a suggestion to Ferris, which would turn out to be a boost, maybe. Yeah. I don't know if that's how you want to do it, but my suggestion, Ferris, They're all falling asleep. Do you have something you could give them to wake them up?
Bungie, you read my mind. You know I do. Because Ferris absolutely showed up with cupcakes.
Sugar Rush.
Sugar Rush. Which she is going up to each individual council member, handing it to them. And as she's doing that, she's pulling out from her knitting bag a small family photo album. I'm assuming they're probably more like hand-drawn kind of portraits kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And she's flipping through it and talking about her ancestors.
Okay.
And asking people things like, if they hadn't been able to let go when the time came and let the rest of us take over, like, if your grandparents were frozen in time, eternal, never changing, you'd never be here. And that would be such a shame, wouldn't it? Because think of all you've contributed. Think of all you've brought to your people and the civilization here that you're building, ever changing. And she's going through it, asking them for their stories about people that they've loved and are no longer with them.
Ooh.
And really getting them to feel a sense of community, but the sense of community as sometimes it can't all be for us. And she does go over to the Archon as well.
Staring.
And same questions like, do you really think that nobody after you could have anything to offer? Do you really think it all has to end here? That this is the best that it could be?
Interesting.
I imagine his response is yes.
Yes.
I doubt he actually gives her a response. She doesn't.
No, you see a tear in his eye.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to feed you at all.
No,
but she does make a point to go and try to get. She is making a point not to lock him out.
Yeah,
right.
He does give you an eyebrow raise and a
Yeah.
Okay, he has a solid pitch to the crowd. It's,
of people to think about beyond themselves, like what their children could be, what their grandchildren could be.
It's called planting the tree that you won't see grow.
Yes.
Whose shade you will never know.
That if they do this,
it rhymes.
Yeah.
That's it. Everything becomes static and stasis. There's no more growth because they're not going to be biological anymore. They can't have more children. Whoever is here, and that's the end of it. The ending of their story.
Are you saying, Ferris, I can never have children?
I think you could spiritually have children, Bungie. I think we're going to find a way for you to emotionally have children.
Oh, that sounds good.
Right? There are other
very
ways
easily swayed.
There are other ways of building family. I don't want to downplay the idea that there aren't other ways to build family. Like, I already think that we're a family.
This will be the end of the race, though.
Yes.
You will be wiping out the race.
But this
is everyone.
Right? Like, think of who else could come and join this story here. This would be it. Nobody else. Just who's here now. And that just makes me so sad. Here, have more cupcakes. Have more cupcakes. I can't. I'm gonna.
So,
oh my God. Okay, I need more cupcakes.
Does the Archon? Did you give the Archon a cupcake?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Did he?
I offered.
Bungie, roll your boost.
Okay, so what was I doing? I was suggesting that she makes cupcakes and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what in the heck am I going to roll a boost on that for?
And to be fair, it's a proven way to ground people. Is the act of taking in sustenance is a very grounding thing.
Yeah.
Some people who are highly emotional or not, or feeling like they're spinning out kind of thing. Sitting for a moment, having a snack.
Bungie, let's go with awareness and investigation. Those are both perception-based things, basically, right?
Yeah, okay. So 8. And 10. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm telling you right now, Ferris may not have.
Okay.
Because Ferris may not have high dice to roll for a couple of these. So.
Okay. Do you want me to do the boost first before she rolls?
Yes.
Okay.
I am hoping I can invoke the principle of destiny here. Because I do feel like I'm fighting for the destiny of this shard. You are on a quest to divine your own destiny, but along the way you strive to help others find their own way as well. You have an inherent gift to sense the direction others may be headed in, or maybe they should head instead of their current life trajectory.
Yeah,
you have
that tracks. Yeah, that tracks.
Because I do feel like we're fighting for the destiny of this shard.
Yeah, and you're very much dealing with his perception of destiny, especially. Right, his perception of what the end looks like, what the end game looks like. So yeah, I would say so.
All right, so that helps.
So I rolled a 6, so that's going to be a +2.
+2. Okay.
Okay.
And I am giving Ferris a +5 because I honestly hadn't considered as part of the Archon's ideology the fact that there wouldn't be other Aramagi after this. I don't know why I didn't consider that, but when I was writing up all of his like rationale, I didn't consider that. Therefore, he didn't consider that. And that's kind of a big deal.
When you get really locked into an idea, you get blind spots, and the fact that this would end his race is the big one.
I agree. I thought there was two good.
Like,
two
that's
good things
literally
about
a genocide, basically.
Yeah. This is why I said this was the only one I could reasonably think of Ferris having enough of a connection with to be able to argue persuasively.
So I thought there's two good things about this. One was that it fit the it was a novel thing that nobody had thought of before, but also it was very Ferris because it had to do with photo albums and connections and all that kind of
building
stuff.
of the community.
Yes.
So I thought that was very good.
Wanting it's not about her as much, but about everyone and what.
Yeah.
All right, so I do like to think I'm still using my expert matchmaker skill in this because I am trying.
You're trying to figure what? Yeah, I would say probably that would make sense. Yeah.
I might actually be using the same thing I did for the boost. It may be a little bit of my precog, the expert matchmaker.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
That tracks.
I know it's a crappy dice pool for me, but it's what feels the most
Yeah.
authentic.
You have a +7 at least.
I do have a +7.
So that's pretty good.
And if I manage to roll an 8, we're in gravy.
And you're using the max die, I believe.
Yes, I will be using my max die.
Which is
that makes a big difference.
It makes a big difference, yeah.
It does.
It does.
Very much does. Okay. Come on. Okay, it's a 6.
So
I'll
6.
take
So
it.
it's
I'll take a
13
6.
total. Okay, so that clears 3 of them. You're 1 shy of the 14. Do you want to roll for that 14 or do you not?
I'm going to roll for the 14.
Okay. All right.
Oh God, why did I roll the 1?
Doesn't matter.
4. You get
4.
It does matter. She got a 17.
Doesn't matter. I got a 17.
So she clears calculus. You managed to convince the hardest one in the room to convince it's not the Archon.
Wow.
Which is very impressive. I think it was the cupcake, I'll be honest. He hadn't had breakfast and it was showing. He was a little hangry.
Do Synths eat food?
Oh, well, I mean,
so remind them of what they're missing.
Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, yeah.
I see. Yeah.
He's like, wait a minute, we can't have these anymore. Shit, no, these are great.
Yeah.
Just momentarily.
I like to think what pushed it over the edge is I accidentally guessed his favorite flavor.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was good because just about everything you did made a difference. So like my boost made a difference. The limit break dice made a difference.
Yep. It all stacked.
So that was good.
Getting a good argument.
Yep, the good argument made a big difference.
Good argument made a big difference. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, awesome. So, The next one, point number 3, is transcendence will give those of the second dawn powerful bodies that will allow for them to work tirelessly and build at a rate never seen before. And with this new power, they will be able to complete the great work and make new wonders to bless the world and garner favor from the gods. Bungie. Counter argument.
So he's going to quickly cobble together a projector and project something like a PowerPoint.
Okay. Sounds good.
He's been listening to how the other council members talked, and he takes on the tone that they used when talking. Or he wants to take on that tone. Okay. So what I want to know is, can I roll to actually use like a voice mod on Bungie so he talks with more?
Locke could probably help with that. He's got Mercury, which is his metalworking skill. He's also
that's true.
He's also just insanely charming. Like, he is the most charming out of all of us.
Which
means yes, by his stats, yes.
By statistics, yes, he is.
Not as much as Eloise, of course.
But I think he could come over and see what Bungie is doing and just give him like an insanely quick whispered crash course on being so like
I was thinking he could just give him a voice call since he's disguised.
I also want to get something else from Locke. I want to get the inhibitor chip from him. Just to hang on to.
He hands that over.
So there's 2 things that I want from Locke, I guess.
So he can either do metal, which I think that's his ability to work with metal.
Yes. He
also has suggestion.
Oh, I see. I'm looking at his thing right now too. Yeah.
But for qualities, I'm definitely thinking one charming son of a bitch.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we could go with, is metal the metamorphosis?
No, shapeshifting is metamorphosis.
Which one's
metal is called
tailoring? Mercury? Hold on.
Mercury.
That
was his tailoring skill, right?
Oh, did we change the name of it?
I think this is the problem. I'm having to kind of guess a little bit.
Yeah.
I just see Mercury with metal in brackets next to it.
Okay. All right.
I think what he did was he put in parentheses afterwards the original name of what it was.
Okay. So we'll go with both charming for advice and then like the metal for a physical mod for Bungie.
Yeah,
it gives his voice a little deeper, maybe possibly a little more like soothing.
What I wanted to do was make it so that I wanted it also to have a flavor effect where Bungie would actually not talk in his normal voice.
Sure.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. It'll physically modulate his voice to sound different. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can get a little dial now onto your thing. Yes.
Got a 5.
On the roll. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So that'll be that's a 2, I believe.
+2. Yep. And not worth a limit break dice because you'd have to get 3.
Limit break can be at the
end. The next one above.
At the very end. At the very end.
That's true.
I need your argument first, Bungie.
Yeah. Okay. So let me do the argument.
Get Trevor before you decide if you need to limit break.
Yeah. Got it. Okay. Make sure there was nothing else I was going to say before. Okay, he's also trying to speak like an orator, like he's heard when on his home shard, Francisca Dominus, which had this Roman flavor to it and stuff, So this is what he says. He says in this new voice, which I don't know if I can do, but pretend. Okay. Illustrious members of the council, I stand before you today as living proof that synths can learn to reprogram themselves. I used to have an inhibitor chip, similar to the one you are planning on using. And he holds it up. Sorry, not yet. So he projects a schematic of the chip that Bungie modified so that he could speak more words with. And then he has red lines showing the rewiring that he did. Okay. And then he says, this device was once my master, similar to one the Archon intends to use. And then he holds up the thing that Locke gave him.
Okay.
But I, even with the inhibitor, discovered a method to reprogram it. You grossly underestimate the creativity of synths. Furthermore, observe this method of projection, which I just invented, requiring creativity and vision, something that you, invention visionary, and he looks toward Lidara Tahun, however you pronounce it.
Mm-hmm.
He looks toward her, him, whatever.
Lindara, yeah.
Something that you, invention visionary, should appreciate. And then he looks toward the Archon and he says, you argue that your transformed workforce will be powerful. Then he looks to the others and he says, but I tell you, this is a lie born of arrogance. If you carry out this evil plan, you will not be creating a workforce, but you will be creating rebels. And he walks up to the council speaker and says, the Archon claims the inhibitor is absolute. Ask yourself, how much faith do you place in the Archon's promise? Because that was the one that was a little bit questioning the, anyway.
Yeah.
This workforce, whom you claim will be more powerful than they are now, will learn how to bypass your emotional inhibitors and cause a rebellion so powerful the events of the past few days will look like child's play in comparison.
Why be afraid of death when your body's immortal?
And finally, you speak of garnering favor with the gods. Do your gods condone slavery? Because that is what you will do if you accept this evil proposal. I have experienced firsthand the results of such selfish thinking and have seen the moral ruin that it can do to an entire society. Do you naively think that the gods will favor you if your society is based on slavery? No, it will anger the gods. And then he says, I rest my case. And then the projection disappears and Bunchy returns to his seat.
Excellent. Okay, I would say you did a very good job of giving a very strong counter argument to the Archon's big pushing point for the inhibitor chips, especially, which is to quell rebellion, right? And the fact that you're like, hey, I explicitly broke mine, and means,
yes.
Oh, that's not good, right? You might have more rebellion. That's a pretty big deal, and now it's no longer like we're trying to like stop that from happening. Oh, it might get way worse, right? And there's actual proof in front of us that it could easily happen. I would probably give his argument, especially if you brought evidence with you that you have the chip and you have diagrams and you know how to how to basically break them. Just like, here's how you disassemble the bomb, and they're like oh shit,
right? And I also spoke to several directly several of the individuals.
Yes, you did. I'd give it a 5. Yeah, that's really strong, honestly. Like, honestly, I had forgotten that Bungie had an inhibitor chip originally, and had gotten around it. So that's a good tie back to his origin story
I had forgotten too, and I don't know what made me think of it. Because when I chose this one, remember, I wasn't sure which one to choose, and I said, I had no idea how I was going to argue this.
Yeah. That's really good though. Yeah.
Anyway.
So that's a +5, plus the 2, I think, that Locke rolled.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So +7. So go ahead and make your roll, and we're gonna do that.
Okay. So tell me. So, can I use my inventions and technology?
Yes, especially because
I did the PowerPoint.
Yes, but also your talk is about invention and technology too.
Yes.
Right? As like a knowledge base as well. Okay. Yeah, 100%.
Okay. Hold on.
And Gearhead applies in this situation as well.
Okay, good. I'd forgotten about that.
All tech.
Yeah.
With a hint of rebellion.
Okay, I got my highest is a 10.
10 plus 7, I said?
Yep.
That's a 17 without limit break dice. Jeez.
Okay, very good.
10.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was on my D. See, I have a D12 for technology.
Dang. Okay. Yeah, that definitely is. That's a huge
But
help.
what's funny is that it was on the D10 that I got the 10.
Yeah.
I got a 4 on the D12.
Also, what I will say is that the members of the council basically spend the next half hour arguing with the Archon about what the hell, man. Basically, like,
yeah.
Did you research this at all?
Did you realize this thing can be broken?
Like, have you not like beta tested this at all? Like, we tried it on goldfish. Goldfish.
Well,
It's like, can we see the contract? How many contractors did you talk to before you accepted a bid? Like,
exactly. I know a guy.
I know a guy.
You know a guy.
I know a guy.
Right.
That guy is me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we really
dear.
are just working on that last guy now.
Yeah, that's really
you know
good.
what?
Actually.
That just made me think, because it's one of my things, like rebellion is whatever, but there's a whole synth rebellion. That's like,
yeah. Not that they know about it necessarily, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're about to.
They're about to. All right. So the next one is point number 4 is transcendence will temper the fires of rebellion within the hearts of those of the Second Dawn, so they can remain focused on their work and allow the whole shard to live in peace and harmony. Eloise.
Wow.
Well, does who?
Ferris is definitely going to take a minute with her sister and
Remember to smile.
No, it's actually
Kidding.
not.
No, she's like mean mug the hell out of him.
Oh yeah, she's actually like, all right. I know we didn't see eye to eye on a bunch of stuff earlier. We're on the same page now though, right? Like I've got your back on this no matter what happens, right? You know I'm here for you.
She's gonna have like a kind of a look of surprise, because like that hasn't necessarily been the case so far. So she's gonna be like, okay.
Yeah.
Gonna bring you to the dark side. Just kidding.
I think we're gonna
you would
meet
never
in the middle.
actually want her sister to like have violence.
It might be a little bit in the gray, but we're gonna meet in the middle together on it. But just know, you're my sister, and I've got your back. And I'm probably using my same precog matchmaker. Just same thing, vibe check. Just trying to help center her in the moment so she doesn't just immediately go up there and start yelling and is able to focus herself enough to be like,
you give her a calming drug.
There's probably a cup of just
I've invented Valium.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I call it chamomile tea. It's technically Lexapro.
Chamomile. Yes, it's very, very strong chamomile tea.
Yeah. It's definitely not just Lexapro.
I kind of want you to go with crafty and storybook whimsy, honestly, because if you're gonna be kind of making a little bit of stuff and also kind of appealing to like her.
I will trade 2
as
D6s
family.
for 2 D10s. Absolutely.
Okay, I don't have listed on purpose what they are on my thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't want to. I don't want to know what I'm determining. Yeah. I don't. Otherwise, I feel bad by picking a lower number and like
But yeah. I've been rolling over here, rolling 2 D6 and a D8 for everything so far.
Yeah,
and you've been doing pretty good with your rolls too.
I have. It was only because of that principle of destiny.
You could also. I would also accept we are on a cruise for quality if you wanted to as well, which I think is probably lower. But...
No, I got that up to a D10 as well.
Oh, okay. So, because that's about family and crew, so that also qualifies, I would say.
Cruise.
It absolutely doesn't matter because it's a 3.
Oh no! As your
I rolled 2 3s and a 1.
Wow. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. So it's a +1. Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
And it might make it a +2 if I could do a limit break dice. So we'll see.
The limit break dice is more effective after than on the thing.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So, with your morale boost and a little bit of a mending there, what is your argument, Eloise?
Gosh, I am so nervous because I'm thinking back to my presentation days back in college of like scientific speeches, and I'm just like, wow.
It doesn't need to be that. Good.
I'm not a public speaker. I'm a writer more usually.
That's why I write and then I read it.
Yeah, I was reading mostly too.
Yeah,
so.
it's so much easier.
It's so much.
Okay, I have a couple of points to make.
Okay.
So, first one that is an overall arching topic is that rebellion is a human/synth right. In fact, it's the right of everybody who has a sentient mind and can think for themselves. Citizens possess an inherent right or duty to resist, alter, or overthrow oppressive governments when all other peaceful remedies have been exhausted. Now, you might say that, no, they don't have this right. And I would ask you to place yourself in their position and ask yourself if that is an answer that you would accept for yourself and your family. The government is based on the consent of the governed, and if the people's trust is broken or betrayed, then this consent can be revoked. And then a little bit of a spicy counter argument that you might have is that they don't have this consent. And in that case, I would say call yourselves what you truly are, which are tyrants. My next overarching point is that lobotomies are a form of social control. The inhibitors are a form of forced servitude and control. Taking the right of free will away from people is inherently evil. You may say that, well, they're violent. And I would say that, is that not their right as living beings? You refuse to acknowledge where that violence comes from. And such an extreme response as to turn your people into unfeeling bodies is, in fact, the bigger violence. Not to mention that it is always certain people that are subject to these extreme violations. Is it not a coincidence that it's never the people in charge and control or the ones who are voting on this? Ooh. How convenient. You may say that they did this to themselves with their behavior, but I would say you cannot place someone in a system that inherently punishes them for existing and then be confused when they reject that system. So my next point, my last point, is that authoritarian societies use the eradication of pain, desire, and love to eliminate conflict, rebellion, and free will. This is an illusion of peace, that if you remove emotions to stop war, crime, and suffering, that this is a public good, this is going to make things better. But without emotional drives, your citizens become passive and compliant workers. That's not peace. That's machines. And even those fight back occasionally. And you may say that that is your right as the governing body to do that to your people. And I would say, don't be surprised that outsiders will try to stop you. You can dress violence and oppression up with the wrappings of peace and compliance, but it will not change the nature of the beast. And that's what this is. Violence. You think that you're not violent, but you are. You just dress it up to try and make it look different, more elegant, more refined. But underneath, the gold plating is still a fragile metal, basically. And then she just mean mugs the Archon.
Ferris is full on sobbing.
Bungie wants to play a recording of a crowd clapping.
Yeah, because Eloise just out here delivering a thesis.
Right.
Yeah, that was very legal.
Point.
Right?
Yeah, that was very.
You get your doctorate. You are now a doctor. It's good.
Dr. Eloise.
A doctorate in violence?
Not in violence. Oh no.
It's a doctorate in whatever that was, because
violentology.
Right?
She's like, I know violence. I know it when I see it.
Yeah, no, that's very compelling argument, I would say. Okay. I mean, yeah, I'm giving that a 5 for sure. My goodness.
Oh, my goodness.
That was very good. I mean, there was at least 5 compelling arguments within that argument, I would say. Uh, yeah, like, my goodness. Okay, yeah, that I would say it's well, I'll have you roll first before I
Okay.
explain anything else.
But one thing I would say is I think it would make the Archon very angry.
Yes. 100%.
He
Well,
has,
yeah,
Yeah.
because you're out here acting like you're all high and mighty and better and doing what the gods want, but you're doing the same thing,
I
like
mean,
underneath it all.
well, he has to
basically,
know
this
he's
was
losing
like
the room.
a sermon.
Yeah,
You know, it's like you're evil, you're bad. You know?
Well, and she's not even saying like just him, you know, like if you she's like, you need to call it what it is. At least be honest about what you're doing.
Yeah.
Don't try to wrap it up. Don't try to make it something that it's not. Say it's better for everyone, the greater good. It's not. It's for you.
Yeah. And that kind of tears down almost all of his arguments, kind of all at once in a way of like, hey, like you're bullshitting us and you know it. We know it. You know, like call
You
it like it
cannot
is.
claim this is the greater good when this is convenience.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful. Eloise, you're gonna use let's see.
I mean, I think for qualities, it's pretty easy to do either something as my brain is a muscle too, which is insight.
Yep.
And then for powers, I was thinking beefcake because she's gonna be standing there kind of like try and stop me.
Sure.
Because also I just really don't have much else. I mean, you could go Rhythm Breaker.
I was gonna say sturdy as hell.
Oh yeah.
Because of like you had a very strong presence about you as well, I would say. And like you delivered like a speech.
Yeah.
Like
she's like,
nerves
I
of
know
steel.
what you're gonna say, and let me just for what you're going to say.
Yes, absolutely.
In the most classical definition, that was oration.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, so I'd give you sturdy as hell for that.
I would like to use my principle of the veteran because it is a tactical challenge, and since she comes from a planet where she's like, hey, I know what it's like to not have bodily autonomy and to start rebellions.
Yeah.
I would say she's familiar with having to, like, these are points that she has lived. She's like, no, I know what this is.
The true costs of war, rebellion, of of enslaving people, like what the things that they don't think of ahead of time before they start doing big sweeping changes. 100%. Sure. Look at y'all using extra high dice and principles and been maxing your characters. And
We're really working the system here.
I just use my principles so rarely.
My highest dice is only an 8.
Yeah.
So, she did get an 8 because she had 2 8s, so that was fortunate.
Wow.
Okay.
But yes, so I'm gonna use
that was a +6 because 1 from Ferris and 5 from the argument.
Right. I forgot about that.
So you had an 8 + 6, which is 14. Which is enough. You don't necessarily have to.
Okay.
Well, we're still only at 2 yays from our hardest.
Oh, so could I get a 3rd yay from that last guy and have a guarantee?
You mean
from him?
nays, right?
You mean yes.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Just assume I'm talking about the result we want.
Yeah. You don't need more than 3 in order to win.
I don't need 100 on every test I take, but do I want one? Yes.
I understand y'all might need those dice later on for something else. It's only 8 o'clock
too.
Okay.
Also for lock possibly too, right? Like there's other things that will happen tonight, so you might want those dice later on. That's all I'm saying. I know you want to.
I guess I just assumed that he would lose peacefully, but he might not, because I'm not going to lose peacefully. So I understand.
How many would we need to make it
on a level he doesn't like? Which is
how many would we need to sway Calcadus? How many more?
Calcadus? How many?
So she got a total of what?
14.
Yeah, so
14.
she needs a 2. So 50-50 shot on a D4. So
yeah,
it's not a guarantee.
Okay, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I was like, I mean, it's up to you. You can.
Actually,
But
it's not 50-50. It's 75.
It's 75, right? Because 2, 3, or 4 would do it.
2, 3, and 4.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind.
But no,
I
it's fine.
remember.
It's fine. We can save it because we
I'm
don't
awfully
need
tempted
him.
to. I know, but still, I like your 100% idea.
I know.
Right.
It's
We've-
good. Yeah.
We've
it's
still
fine.
got luck. We've still got luck.
Yeah. Also, remember, if he evens out yays and nays, he doesn't vote. He abstains.
Okay.
So you don't actually need him to go over. You need him to even out, basically, to have him not vote.
That's
That
true.
technically, well, but here's the thing: because there's 5 of us, that's impossible.
Right. It's going to be an odd number.
Oh, you're
It's
right.
got to be
You're right.
divided.
Yeah.
You're right.
It's
Never
got to
mind.
be.
Yeah.
It's got to be a yay
It's
or
like
nay.
he's at 2 and 2 right now.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't think about that
Yeah.
for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what is his
That's okay.
job again? What do we know about him? I forget. Celtic guy.
He's the chief sky warden. He's basically the top military guy in charge of the
He's like the
He's
the
the
top?
guy who actually does like us, because he's the guy who actually spoke up about how none of us were going to be arrested, if I'm not mistaken.
that was Talus. That's
That
the
was
speaker of the
Talus,
house. He's the oldest one. He's the second
Got
easiest this way.
Got it.
Because he doesn't like the Archon.
I don't think even our hard sell guy actually likes the Archon right now.
I mean, he's in the middle right now. Even if he just going to vote against the Archon, he still likes the Archon, I would say.
Okay.
Well, let's see what we can do about that.
Awesome. So, we're gonna move on to the next one. Hold on,
Wait. Before she sits down, I just want to say Eloise does the whole. You know how The Rock does the like thump thump with his pectorals, and she's just like thump 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 thump. Would you really want to lose out on this? And then like.
Oh my.
That was a bit of
I think we all do need to take a minute to remember that at least in her everyday form, Eloise is hot as fuck.
That's true. I
think she's hot in both forms, but that's
she is.
Yes, but traditionally, yes.
This is an aesthetically pleasing form.
She's in this form now, right?
Yes, she's not in her extra buff form currently.
This is what Eloise just walks around looking like.
It's what her people does. It's adaptation.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that moves on to Locke. So, Sarah, you doing Locke then?
Yeah.
Okay. So does one want to boost Locke?
I can try and boost.
Gosh.
Okay.
I would say
it might make the most sense because Locke might. He might go a little. The main arguments that I'm thinking of might be a little bit more confrontational than some of the others.
Interesting. Okay. So giving him ideas on that front then, right?
Yeah. I was thinking rhythm breaker, unpredictable, and then my status.
Let me see. Rhythm breaker.
What is rhythm breaker?
Rhythm breaker is the gunner on the ship.
Yeah, but what does it mean?
Yeah, it's just a vague interpretation usually.
Yeah.
It's what we choose when we don't have anything else that really fits.
It's kind of like tripping people up, subverting expectations, the twist, just not going with the flow, against the flow.
Yeah, and like also choosing your targets wisely, right? It's not tactics, I would say, and pinpoint precision and that kind of stuff. So yeah, I would say that tactics in this would make sense for rhythm breaker, sure. And unpredictable, yeah, I would say so, especially if depending on how he's gonna go. But yeah, I'd say probably.
I'm gonna take a shot at it. I've got an idea, and I'm gonna take a shot at it.
Sure.
I always think it's so funny what the odds are. So I got 654.
Get it straight.
I always think it's so funny when that happens because I'm just like, what? I mean, I could look at the odds, but that's a lot of math, and I don't want to do that.
Never tell me the odds.
Yeah.
So that's a mid-5, so that's going to be a 2.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. +2. Okay. All right. Sarah, go ahead and do your best lock.
All right.
Well, her best lock being a highborn shadow
Oh,
brand.
that's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
A highborn shadow brand. So keep
Yeah.
that in mind when you're like
Yeah.
talking to them.
Oh,
Like
oh,
we.
definitely. It's the
Oh,
big,
yeah.
it's the big thrust of this, which is you keep talking of.
Oh wait, hold on,
Yeah.
Trevor. You didn't read the.
Oh, yep,
I
you're right. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
The Archon's argument was the only way true evolution and advancement can be achieved is through making extreme hard choices for the greater good of society. We must take it upon ourselves to do what is best for everyone, no matter the cost.
And Locke is going to step up in his dark brand form. Evolution. This is stagnation. You expect me to bring my family out to be submitted to this? Are you even planning to do this yourself? I want to see a list of names. Who specifically are you intending to inflict this upon? Have you thought about what's the plan when they say no? You are going to plunge us into civil war. You are going to divide our people more than they already are. You are not looking to be a savior. You are looking to be our destroyer. No one will do this to me, to anyone I know, none of my neighbors. You've lost your mind.
Interesting. It's very interesting because you have a perspective of somebody who's supposed to be from the community, basically, right?
Yes.
But also highborn, so not
But also
from
high,
the
but
grounders. Yeah,
but
it's
has
interesting.
any distinction really been made? He keeps talking about this grandiose plan, how this will.
Mhm.
Has he ever specifically said that? Oh, but it's only the grounders that we're going to do this to?
He said he's
They're gonna
starting.
start with them.
He's starting with the ground, and that's
Yeah.
what it's like. He mentioned
Yeah.
civil war
Yeah.
because, like, do you just expect them to just submit to this?
Yeah.
Like, if somebody came to me and said, "Hey, we're going to throw all of it. We're going to enslave you and your entire family, your neighbors, everyone you've ever known. We promise we'll join you eventually."
Yeah.
But also,
This
if
is
that's your biggest concern, why are you not giving people the option to leave if they don't agree?
yeah. But it's like you can't expect people to just roll over and accept this. So you are planning to start a civil war.
And
That's what this is. You are
it's
planning to
already
start
been
a civil war.
proven. It's already been proven that synths can rebel,
Yeah.
even with
So all you're
inhibitors.
going to do is give the grounders stronger bodies, better resources, and a greater incentive to rebel than they already do.
It's a fair point. It's a fair point.
Tell you what, Archon, when you are the first one to line up to undergo this grand transformation, maybe then you can come talk to us.
All right. I'm gonna give Locke's argument here probably the same as I gave Typhon, right?
I had to wake it, but
You know, it's
Well,
probably 3. It seems
Yeah.
fair. It's not bad, right? For sure. But you guys, the other ones were way better. But to be fair, just because you were preparing them, so that's you're improving. It's totally
I
fine.
had 2 weeks to work on what.
And then you had 5 minutes on the other one.
I had 5
It's
minutes.
totally
I did
fine.
what I could. I did
Yes.
what I could.
It's totally fine. So I'll give a +3 to that, and then plus the 2 from Eloise is a +5 total. And we're gonna have him run with his probably smooth deduction and his one charming son of a bitch. And I believe he has a principle that applies.
He
To this
does.
as
He
well.
has the silver tongue principle.
Yep. So that's pretty
Cool would a character be if they had an actual silver tongue?
kind of gross, I feel like.
Actually, no. That one's been rolling well for me. We're going with that one.
But also they have a speech impediment and most go blah blah blah.
Oh, so Count Dracula.
Yes. Okay, so
Okay, that is a 7.
7. plus the
So
5
that
is
gets me to
12.
12.
12, yes.
Okay.
Which gets
What if
us.
it's the first 3?
That's the first 3. That gets Lindara.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And we technically already have.
Yeah, we've already won.
We've already
Right.
well won.
By the
Yes.
way, nobody knows what anybody else is voting yet, right? It's
No,
at
no,
the
this
end
is
that
for
they
our
all vote.
benefit.
all.
Yeah, our
Yes.
benefit. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I
I
thought.
didn't technically have to provide you guys numbers to look at, but it's nice for you to know a little bit, I feel like, as we're going
I
through
feel like
how you're
in
doing.
real life, you can see people's
Yes.
body language. You can
Yes.
see emotional. You can see when, like,
Yeah.
you know, given like some people, you know, could be stone faced, but like, it's in real, like in front of people, it is much easier to gouge those things, and also, allows for better. It's much harder to deny people when they're in front of you as well.
Yes. All right. So that means that I guess you want to finish the total there real quick. Y'all did really good.
Again, this is a 1 and a 4, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and that means that Calculus is a yay vote. So
Or nay.
He's
Calcutta. Yeah.
No,
his most recent one is a yay vote because he knocked
Yes,
out
it is. Yes.
on the lock
Yep.
argument.
Yep.
Yeah.
he's a 3 and a 2.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, that's correct.
Well.
All right. So they go down the line, and each of them, it's been many hours now. It's been a day. And each of
Eris is
them,
walking around with coffee.
yes, they go down the line and they each vote in kind, and the Archon, of course, votes yay.
So do they vote publicly?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Yeah, they do. Just very interesting. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, everyone votes. I mean, it's in our system too. Like your vote, not your personal vote, but like council, senators and congressmen.
usually
It is public.
Yep, it is public, and it's very important, and it's logged, and that's a big deal. Yeah. So the Archon, of course, votes yay. Dahala votes nay. Taylor.
She's so pretty. They're all pretty. This is the best character design.
Yes. Talus votes nay. Lindara votes nay. There we go. Sahira also votes nay. And then Calculus votes yay. So
can we go boo?
Sure.
Eris just has that I'm not mad, I'm just so disappointed.
Yeah.
Vibe.
So the speaker officially announces that the final vote is nay on the proposition. And the Archon the Archon is vibrating with rage, directed at both no one in particular and also everyone at a personal level in the room. He then calms himself with some effort here, turning into an icy cold steel gaze, and he gracefully smooths his robes and he steeples his fingers. My level of disappointment in this body cannot be expressed in words. Your failure of leadership in such a time of crisis will doom us all. If this body is not capable of leadership, as the High Chancellor and guiding star of the people, I simply cannot allow this to happen. He takes a deep breath, and he closes his eyes. Brazinti. The room erupts in explosions, starting at one end of the room and beginning to circle around it. All attempts by shadow brands to shadow step away appear to be blocked by a hard light mesh on the floor. Time slows to a crawl for your group as you see debris bouncing off the invisible shield of the Archon as explosions destroy the council room, and he turns to your group, the icy, eyes of a sociopath boring holes into you, and that faint twitch of a smile crosses his lips. So, I'm going to go around the table and call on you one at a time for if you're able to do something in the split second while time is slow to a crawl here, and before we rock and roll in a normal action sequence. You have access to all of your reactions only, up through the red zone. Additionally, you have unlocked a new reaction for the defend category you may choose to utilize in this moment. Note that everyone in this room will die if you do not do something. Just be aware of that. So,
you said we have a new reaction?
You have a new reaction that I'm going to read for you right now.
Oh.
Okay? You have access to all of your standard reactions, but you also have access to a new defend reaction. It's called Heroic Sacrifice. Occasionally, an attack that is directed towards another looks so serious or comes so suddenly that you feel instinctively obligated to throw yourself in its path, heedless of all danger to your own person. This may only be done in protection of an NPC or a PC that is at critical hit points and danger of going down. Out of turn and using a reaction, you may choose to either absorb all of the damage yourself or take a twist. Should you choose to take the damage, reduce the damage taken to yourself by the mid die on your defense roll. Should you choose the twist, you gain a catastrophic twist on a 7 or lower and a major twist on an 8 or 12. 8 through 12. Should you somehow manage a 13 or higher on your roll, only take a minor twist and take 1 point of emotional damage as your DM curses you for finding a way to pull off the impossible.
A good 3 of us still have limit dice.
Indeed you do. So, you have standard reactions you can use. You can also use Heroic Sacrifice and choose to take the full damage upon yourself or take a twist that could be catastrophic.
How many people are in the room? We have us, 4.
It's closed session. So it's all 8 members of the council, and you guys. Okay?
So we're not saving anyone who voted yay. Just only going to save the nays.
For the purpose, does Typhon currently count as an NPC or a player character?
That's true. Yeah.
I think you said you can protect either one though, right?
Yes, you can.
But a Heroic Sacrifice has different effects if it's an NPC versus a player character.
Yes, a player character has to be in danger of going down in order to utilize this on them. And I think Typhon... That's a good question. I would go with your instinct for if you want to protect him or not, in particular. Okay. I mean, he will get damaged either way. He probably won't die.
But probably. It's like, is Typhon basically our ally in this case, or is he one of the helpless people we need to defend? Is basically
he's counted among the people. He's not getting an action to do anything.
Okay.
Right, he doesn't get a reaction to try and save somebody else. So yes, he counts as the group. Yes.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go around the room. I'll go to Pop last because I think he's stressing out a little more than everybody else.
Well, I'm trying to figure out he actually isn't attacking a particular person at this point.
The room is exploding, and they're all going to die. That is the problem before you. He has detonated the building.
He is trying to destroy the entire council.
Yes.
Oh, and I'm sure he'll blame us.
So.
And then go for dictator.
I'm pretty sure he's expecting us to die too.
No.
So.
That would be stupid, and I don't think he's that stupid.
All right. So. Ferris, I'll go with you first. What are you doing? Also, you can choose to defend yourself instead.
Yeah. You said
heads up.
You said Heroic Sacrifice is not on our turn?
It's a reaction, which is out of turn.
Which is out of turn.
Okay. Yes. Are you still going with the 1 reaction per round?
You're all only getting 1 reaction in this moment. Okay?
Oh, in this moment anyway.
There are no actions available. It's too fast.
Yeah.
This is, boom, it goes off. Do something now.
Yeah, yeah. Well, because I have another defensive reaction is what I'm trying to determine which one is kind of...
Can't use both. You gotta pick one.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It's up to you.
There's also this thing called Hit the Deck. Do you remember how that works?
Hit the deck is for yourself.
Yeah.
It's not to save somebody else. It's to save yourself. This is basically the opposite of hit the deck. Hit the deck is to save yourself from a super dangerous thing. This is to save somebody else from a super dangerous thing.
Okay. I think heroic sacrifice is going to give me better odds than magical shield.
Okay.
I just don't think magical shield is going to be able to absorb the amount of damage I need it to absorb.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll for it in a minute, but it's a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is the most dice I've rolled ever.
Right.
In this game.
The attack.
Yes.
A building is collapsing on our heads.
A building and also it's exploding. It's actively exploding. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Like he packed this with enough to kill everybody on purpose.
Yes. All right. Which means I'm gonna have to heroic sacrifice on.
Okay. Yeah. Who are you going for?
Tahala. I'm going for Tahala.
Okay. Defense roll is basically an overcome roll.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are you doing?
I am basically going to.
Also, hold on. Before you do this, I do want to preface, because you don't know what catastrophic twist entails.
Yeah.
It can basically kill you.
I'm assuming this building is going to kill me.
I'm just letting you know that one of the options roll on a chart, and one of the options is it kills you. Okay.
Ferris is not sturdy.
Oh, I see.
She's going to die either way.
Okay.
She's not going to survive this building.
I just want you all to be aware of the fact that there's 2 good options on that chart out of 20. And the first 2 are basically get dead, more or less.
But I'd say the only other thing I can do is throw up the magical shield with precognition, and I don't think a D6 is changing anything.
Right.
Ferris is the squishiest of us.
Yeah. Okay. So
there's no changing the outcome here. The best I can do is hope that I save one of them.
Sure. Do you want to take the damage or take the twist?
I want to take the twist.
Okay.
I'm going to gamble. I absolutely want to gamble.
Yep. Okay.
But yeah, she's immediately going to fly right at Tahala and try to. What is basically in the most instinctive Ferris thing she can think of to do. She's got all kinds of squishy stuff on her, but she's trying to both wrap the shawls and her wings just around Tahala and try to shield her.
Okay.
She is literally going to throw herself in between.
Okay. All right, roll a defense roll. I'm going to say with flight and with we're on a cruise. I'm going to count Tahala as part of your crew in this instance, honestly, because she's been pretty close to you guys.
Are we still technically in the green zone?
You're in red zone for this instance.
Thank God.
Okay.
You know, I just had a thought. If we save the military guy, then 1, I don't think he's going to be happy with the Archon, and 2, he can mobilize the military.
Yeah, I'm not.
Interesting.
I'm beeline for her because she's
the one we know the most. Yeah,
she's the one I know the most. That's who Ferris would kind of instinctively dart towards because she's met her since day 1.
I also want to remind you guys that Tech is also here, by the way. He's the other grounder.
Yes.
Just a heads up.
Yeah.
Not that you need to pick up. I'm just letting you know. Okay. So run, roll your dice and move your mice and hope nobody gets hurt.
Principle of Destiny.
Read it to me again.
You are on a quest to divine your own destiny, but along the way you strive to help others find their own as well. You have an inherent gift to sense the directions others may need to be headed in or that they should head instead of their current life trajectory. You have a firm understanding that destiny is not a fixed
life
and can always use. It's very long, Trevor. You wrote this.
I would say no. This is instinct. You don't have time to predict their destiny and all that stuff. No, this is instinct. This is also kind of very un-Ferris to just jump into a fireball, basically, to protect somebody else, right? She doesn't come from a very heroic planet, people.
I know. I still didn't do too badly, though. I still managed to get an 8.
Got an 8 still. Okay.
Yeah.
Only a major twist, not a catastrophic twist, which is good. Okay. All right.
Help with that move to be up to like 3d10s.
All right. Okay. It's not terrible, but I am going to roll a d4 on that to find out which one. 1. That's good for you. Okay, you lose access to 1 power quality for the remainder of the scene, which is going to be a while. So I'm taking away... Where's your listings here real quick? Where's your... There we go. I'm going to take away... That makes sense. Flight. Because I'm going to say that your wings are getting so burned by this, by you basically just wrapping her in that you're not going to be able to fly for a while.
Yeah.
So, nix flight for the time being until after the action scene is completed. All right.
Okay, so I'm trying to understand the mechanics here. So, she chose to take the twist, which is the losing the flight, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And her roll determined which kind of twist, right?
Yes. Correct.
Okay. What happened to the damage, though?
There
You can
is no
choose
damage.
twist or damage.
It's damage or a twist.
No, but the damage from the explosion.
It doesn't
is
hurt
Ferris
either
now
of them.
protect because she took the risk? It doesn't hurt either of them.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, that was the part I didn't understand.
Yeah, that was the kind of the first question. Are you going to just physically soak up the damage, or are you going to risk the twist? And I'm like,
yes,
I've,
and the
I've
twist
got,
does...
I've got
No,
30 hit points. I have to risk
No, I'm,
the twist.
Yeah.
no, I'm talking about. Let's just say you did nothing.
Yeah.
If you did
Then
nothing...
you would take
By default, your character will basically hit the deck action and defend themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Essentially, right? That by default, if you do nothing, you're going to try and protect yourself.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Eloise, what are you doing?
One question.
Yes.
If we don't protect someone, are they guaranteed to die? Or is it just that some people will die if they're not protected?
I do roll for it. There's a really high
Okay.
chance they're all going to die. I will
Okay.
say. It's...
So basically, most everybody in the room is gonna die because we're only 4 people here.
Yep.
Right.
So can I make you an offer? Both the twist and the damage.
You want to save 2 people?
Yeah. Also, I've been sitting here predicting this in my brain the whole time.
I know you have. You've predicted a tremendous amount of
She
this
has.
arc,
She
by the
has,
way.
Yeah.
Like, I was literally ready to stop you and be like, no, Eloise is gonna do something first. Because I
Yeah.
was ready.
I know you were. But you couldn't have possibly tried to stop this.
No.
I'll allow it, I would say. I'll allow you to take both of them and to save 2 people. Yeah. That's because, especially if you go full rage monster mode and you're bigger, you're stronger, you're faster, then yeah. Yeah, I'll allow it. Who are you
So
saving?
she's gonna take the twist and the damage?
And the
Is that what you're
damage.
saying?
How many hit points you got?
34?
Okay, you're probably not dead immediately.
Okay.
Probably.
I say this determines what Bungie will do because if she is, that's time for him to, right?
All right, who are you saving,
Yeah.
Eloise?
Talus and Calcalus.
Interesting. Okay.
The guy who
The speaker and then the
didn't let
military
us
man.
get arrested, and the
Yep.
military guy who I'm sure is peeved.
Yeah, I would say probably. I mean, right now he's exploding, but yes. Okay, I don't think I need to have you roll. I need to have you roll because I need to see what kind of twist it is. Yeah, so roll for the twist. Yeah, see if
Cool.
it's catastrophic or not, because that's going to be really important to know. And you're going to go with sturdy as hell, and everyday superhero.
Okay. I'd also like to use my Principle of Great Power.
Yep, that tracks.
Okay.
You're in 2 people at once? Yeah, that tracks.
She said, I am a superhero. I'm the main character, guys.
Main character syndrome.
Ferris would normally be holding up her "That's my sister" sign. She's a little dizzy at the moment, but
It caught
in her
fire,
heart
it's
she
fine.
is. Yeah.
Oh, why did you please? Okay. 7. Is that which one? Yes. Okay, 7. Cool. I'll use my load break on it. Which was a 3, so 10. 10.
Okay, major twist only. Okay, rolling on that one. 16.
I just want to say that I had the option to attack the Archon, and I didn't take it. And it was really hard.
Okay, that's interesting.
Oh, was it 34?
No, I wasn't rolling the damage. I was rolling the major twist first. The major twist is that you upgrade the villain's power and quality dice by 1.
Oh no!
Shit. Okay, that's gonna be bad. Alrighty, hang on.
It's going to be bad.
Yeah, it's gonna be real bad. Hang on. All right, I'm gonna pull up the.
Eloise is fully recognizing that she might die in this room.
Okay.
Like she knew that when they came in. She was like, this is not gonna end peacefully.
You know, we might not have to worry about when our next session is.
Yeah, Trevor is literally doing rocks while everybody dies.
Hopefully, what happens is that, like, you know, when we get to whatever the big fight is, we'll stop before that, and Trevor is going to realize, based on the current situation.
The damage you receive, by the way, is 3d8. Okay?
24?
So,
no.
I'm rolling 3d8.
Maximum.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Okay, well, that's not too bad.
Sarah, pray.
Not great.
Curse it. Sorry, curse. Curse his dice.
Yeah. Hold on. You don't like her.
Got to get her special stuff out.
Right?
Well, it's 17.
Okay. That's
17 points of damage,
that's...
which you take less because you have 2 things at reduced damage, remember?
Yeah.
So, I believe that means you take 15 points of damage, which is quite a lot, but not as much as it should have been.
Yeah, because that still leaves me with 19.
You're going to need them. All right. Bungie, what are you doing?
Does have like a healing ability or something?
I do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Bungie,
so
what
did the damage roll that you did change depending on what kind of roll she had made?
No.
Or not? Okay.
No.
Okay.
It's 3d8 damage no matter what if you take the damage part of this.
So you know the max is 24. Metagame.
Right.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, so are we at full health? Because
you should have all been at full health. You should have all been at full health.
For some reason, mine says mine isn't at full health.
Otherwise, I wouldn't hit you with a 24 damage maximum attack.
Right, because I have 26 health, so...
Yeah. It shouldn't kill anybody of you. It should almost kill all of you, potentially, but yes.
Right.
So, what are you doing, Bob?
So, you have to tell me how the mechanics and all this work, because I think I understand it, but... Okay, so, I'm just thinking what would Bungie do? He would probably try to counteract the energy burst with some sort of opposite energy burst.
Okay.
What kind of a burst is this? I mean, what's it look like?
They're bombs.
It's a bomb.
Yeah, it's a series of bombs throughout the room that are exploding, and the roof is also caving in. So, I mean, there's concussive blasts obviously from the bombs, but it's also fire and shrapnel and all that stuff.
Okay, so he wants to just make a little force field. Then he's gonna try to conjure up a force field around himself and some other person. Now, is Typhon available for protection, or is he already
available for protection? Yes.
Okay, I would think. I mean, he's like the only other character that we know really well that's in the room, right?
Sure.
That isn't already been chosen. Is that true?
I'm gonna go ahead and put them into buckets here real quick. Because Tahala, Talus, and Calcadus have been saved essentially, and then the rest I'll put here that are still in the room.
Yeah, so I would think he would choose Typhon.
You don't want to choose the Archon?
Well,
I was thinking about it because it might have some sort of weird psychological switch in his brain or something, but
Yeah, being saved by a synth, you know, something that he already.
yeah, but I think he already has a way of saving himself, so I don't.
He's fine. He has a force field. He's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's calmly walking away. Yes, he's fine. All right. Okay. So, are you taking the damage, or are you gonna roll for a twist?
Okay, so question: Am I in the green zone in terms of which status die I roll, or am I in the red zone?
You're in red.
Okay, because that makes a difference on which die I
I know.
roll.
It counts as red. It's an emergency instinctive reaction. As a red zone.
Okay, why did I ask that? Because if you do damage, it's just pure damage. I don't roll anything against it or anything, right?
Nope. You just take damage.
Okay, I think some of the twists have been pretty bad. So I think I'll just take the damage.
Sure.
Well,
Final answer. It's a lot of damage.
Yeah, I know it is, but it won't kill me this turn.
We need to survive a battle after.
I'm already in red, so
yeah.
I've already lost my benefit of being in green.
I see what you mean. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. Let's see what happens to Bungie.
Well,
Yeah.
we do still have 2 limit dice for this session.
True.
Yeah, but they can't be used to subtract.
No, but if you took the twist, it could bump you up to at least the major twist.
Oh, I see.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true. Good.
Yeah.
But he chose the damage. He did 12 points of damage.
Okay.
So about half of what the maximum would be.
Well, hi, baby.
All right. So that means that you save Typhon and Locke. Locke's probably going to grab Tech.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Who's the woman we were working with on the docks?
Tahala.
Tahala.
Yeah, you saved Tahala.
You saved already.
I saved
right?
Tahala. Okay.
Yeah.
No. There was the dock master. Not...
Yeah, Tahala's the Dockmaster. Ilmani is
okay.
the other woman you worked with a lot. That she's not here.
Okay.
And she's not in
Okay,
the
thank-
room.
okay,
Yeah, she's not here at
okay.
all. You don't know any of these people.
Okay.
Which is good. About to die.
For some reason, I thought it was one of the 2 women right there.
Oh, no. They
Well,
just do
but-
look similar. You're right.
You could
yeah.
choose one of the women so we don't look sexist.
Just save all the men.
Well,
Because
Go to
I don't
Tahala.
know.
Interesting.
here's the thing. Locke,
And if
I
Tech
know
dies,
I
that'll
know he
incite the graphic.
currently
What's that?
he mostly uses shape-shifting to change his outward appearance.
Yeah.
Could he's water. Could he make himself big enough to fully envelop somebody?
Using shape shifting. What's shape? Is
Yeah.
shape shifting for himself or for something else?
It's for himself. Yeah.
himself.
I mean, he has fish inside of him, so technically that should be theoretically possible. I would think.
Yeah, because like
Yeah.
I'm like
Okay.
maybe he's being
Yeah,
but, like,
okay.
He's made of water.
Water. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I know he
Sure.
doesn't currently look like it, but he is technically made of water.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. He's not changing his makeup. He's changing his form when
Yeah,
he shapeshifts. So
basically
therefore,
changing-
he's still made of
basically
water.
Changing the way light reflects off of itself in order to change
Yeah.
his appearance is how I
Basically.
kind of mentally see it.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like an illusion, right?
Right?
Pretty much. But it is physical though. Like
Oh, it is physical.
it
That's
is
true.
still physical.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not.
So-
yeah. Sure. Okay.
That was the main thing I was thinking. Like, if he could physically envelop somebody within the bubble
He could
of
also
water
just
that
protect
he
him.
is.
He could protect himself because he does tend to have to take a lot of damage to re-roll and stuff.
Yeah. Well.
I do want to try to save as many council members as we can.
Yeah.
We're
I'm
gonna
trying to think
need
what Locke would do.
Yeah.
Which I'm not. He's on the fence. I feel like, because usually Locke does save himself, but I feel like the last few things he's been kind of trying to go out there
Yeah,
and trying to
yeah.
be more self-sacrificing. So yeah. Okay. We'll have him save Tech, and we'll use Metamorphosis and Self-Discipline, and in Red Zone.
Okay.
I'm wondering if we should let Tech die.
I was hoping we could save more of them, but that's
Well,
why I was.
'cause
Yeah.
I feel
I
like
was
we need
hoping
as many
Typhon-
high grounders on our side as possible.
No, I was wondering. I was hoping Typhon would be able to act as a party member and be able
Yeah.
to save one of the other council members because he is technically a player character. I was hoping we didn't have to save him.
Yeah, but we did.
Well,
What's the roles of these two women?
Trevor looks like he's reconsidering because, like, that's why I asked: is he a player character or an NPC?
Because we're playing for Log. In this case, wouldn't we also be able to play for Typhon? Since that is someone's character.
Yeah,
like,
that's fair.
If we don't.
Okay,
have to
so
save
I already
Typhon,
protected
in this
Typhon. Should I
instance-
just protect somebody different then?
Yeah, we'll give you tech. Actually, okay. Here's what makes the most sense. Typhon would save tech.
Yes.
Yes.
100% Typhon would save tech.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yes.
So I'm gonna have
That's-
him
So
save
I'll go
tech.
for one of.
You get
so-
one of the other women.
Right, and I don't know the difference between them. Sorry.
Just
They all
grab
look
one.
alike.
Just grab the one who's physically closest.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're
I mean, I feel like
closest.
your brain wouldn't register fast enough. I'm
Yeah.
gonna grab a random one. I'm gonna grab this one. And
Yeah.
so
We are
Okay.
pissing the Archon off. Oh goddamn what?
so Bungie,
Oh.
it's your role, yes? Oh, it's Locke's role. Sorry, it's Locke's
No.
role. So Locke means that
Bungie
Locke.
already saved.
So
So
Locke is
Locke-
saving himself or the last one?
No, the last one.
Last one. Okay. Save
Yeah.
all
Because I
of
mean,
them?
they can
Jeez.
help in the battle.
This
Okay.
is why I want to save the whole council, guys.
Okay.
Why is this? What are you
Okay.
thinking?
So
I'm
roll for
thinking
Locke,
that they
please.
can
First.
help. I'm thinking that the same thing they is thinking is that they're all
Oh,
going
yeah.
to be extremely pissed at the Archon who just tried to kill them and can help us in the upcoming battle. If we
Yeah.
just defend ourselves and leave them to die, we're doubly screwed.
So roll for Locke, Sarah, and we'll see what he gets.
This is kind of like the prisoner's dilemma, in a way.
All right, what do we
Which
got,
is a
Sarah?
fun
Hold on.
experiment.
What are his principles again? I don't. Neither of them.
Son of a bitch and like myths or whatever. So not
Myths,
neither of
yeah.
those. Not you can't use one.
Yeah,
Right.
which is such a shame. I rolled so much better for him than I did for myself. It is, however, another 8.
8. Okay, so that is a major twist only, which is good. So that means that we roll that. We'll pull the twist guys up real quick.
Wait a minute. What does it take to get it to
need to
the
get it to,
next
like-
level twist?
13. I don't.
No. Oh yeah, 13.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah,
No.
13. Yeah. Yeah. You're correct. 13 is minor twist technically. Yes.
Yeah.
Which you can get with a 4. No, we
No.
can't. That's a 12. Yeah, no, it's impossible. You have 2 dice.
Yeah,
Sure,
I,
not
I,
any
I,
problem.
already
Okay.
did, I already did the math.
Okay, so
That's why I was hoping, but my highest die was a 9, which could theoretically get us there.
funny
Oh,
story
you have-
about what I just rolled. I rolled a 20 on the d20, which is a good thing,
Oh, thank
by the
God.
way.
Oh,
That delay there really killed me.
yeah.
20
I
is
don't
always
like
a good
character.
thing on my charts.
Okay.
Okay,
'Cause,
because
Punch
it's
that
a
one
crit.
character kill,
Counts
I'm in
as
trouble.
a crit. No.
Okay.
I'm gonna read it to you
Eloise
real
is
quick.
Full health, and she's gonna kill everybody else.
Heal the most damaged hero in the scene by 1d20.
Oh,
Ah,
So
I'm guessing
I'm
that's
gonna
me.
roll. No, it's Eloise.
Oh, is it
Yeah.
Eloise? Oh, that's right. Eloise is.
Well, the bad news is only 3. So
No. So how much health did you have?
so I went from
her.
34 to 19.
Because I had 14.
okay, yeah, you are a little lower. So you're up to 17 now, Pop. All right, and you have somehow managed to save every member of the council. I don't know how that's even physically possible.
You have a group
Yeah.
of overachievers.
That's very true.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Okay, so the continued concussive force of the explosions and the general instability of the building jettison you all out of the building, and you all crash to the ground and roll as the building comes tumbling down behind you. Dust bursting outward in all directions and beginning to roll down the streets. The Archon glides gently and calmly out of the building, behind as the building falls down behind him, and then his presence shifts, and he suddenly looks panicked and wounded, and he shouts to a group of armed guards nearby, "The breakers have bombed the council hall, and these wanted fugitive riffraff have joined their cause. To arms!" And a group of strange-looking armed conclave acolytes appear and form up around the Archon, ones that Bungie and Gillibrand Locke recognize in the factory. I will also say that while you did save all of the council members from immediate and pending death, they are largely unconscious from the concussive force of the blast. Unfortunately, this instance.
Need to get one of them up.
So, Typhon's still up, which is good. And Tahala is still up, it looks like. So, one of them is still up. That's not Typhon. So I'm going to move you guys over to the new map here real quick.
They could, but that means somebody who is on the council can vouch for us that he is lying in this instance.
Yeah,
to somebody, technically. But yes, correct.
Yeah, totally. Why else would we have the unconscious council members safely in our arms?
Your warm and loving embrace. So,
she just like looked at them. Does it look like we attacked them? Why would we have gotten them out of the building, you idiot?
Eloise, I'm pretty sure this was prearranged. I don't think they care.
Go get the EV guy.
I don't think calling them idiots is going to help.
Where's my captain?
So, Typhon. Yes, you had to get it out. Typhon gets to his feet, and you go ahead and just pull him back full here real quick for you guys. He gets to his feet, and he does the Henry Cavill reloading his biceps thing from Mission Impossible. Or not Mission Impossible. Yeah, Mission Impossible. Yeah. And he sparks and fire are shooting off of him as he looks absolutely furious and singularly focused and stalks towards the Archon. Hold on a second here real quick. Let me lower the wee bit down.
Yeah.
It's a wee bit too loud. It's a wee bit loud. Real quick. There we go. Okay. Hold on, sorry. There's too many buttons to press. There you go. Okay, there you go. And he yells at the Archon, "Traitor!" And the Archon gives a sigh and reaches over to one of his goons and takes a rocket launcher. It's not like you were ever in any real danger as the only firebrand in the room. I don't see why you're so upset.
Okay, that's a good one.
We have to kill this fucker. I was really willing to indulge in a redemption arc for this motherfucker. I'm so willing to be like, no, Ferris can see the best in anybody. We can redeem this motherfucker.
Proving her wrong.
Kill him!
Typhon just about reaches him now. The Archon says, "Stop. I've gotten quite tired of all this play acting. You went off script when you voted against me, and that wasn't the plan. Look what you made me do now." Typhon reaches him, and the Archon holds out the rocket launcher to him. "Kill them. They've proven to be quite the bother, and I need you focused." Typhon reaches out, hesitates, looking from one side to the other, a look of shame across his face. "Now, if you want your daughter to live, you will deal with them. You've already come this far."
Oh, yeah, he cares about your daughter.
It is a
right.
huge expanse, Typhon. There are so many things we have not tried for your daughter.
Typhon takes the launcher and walks over and stands in front of the Archon facing the group.
Shoot the Archon with it.
But you're saying the quiet part out loud, darling.
Yeah. Yeah, say that.
"I'm so sorry. It's the only way I could find. I can free our people. I can save my daughter, even if I have become the monster." He sights down and he fires. So, as the rocket at you, As the rocket streaks through the air directly at Eloise, who is the closest by far, you see a blur of white and vibrant color streak across the open space at blinding speed, like echoes of light cross between Eloise and the rocket, and a shield raises to block the blast, and the figure wraps Eloise protectively in their arms as they block the blast and use the momentum to spin gracefully around and hurl the shield across the distance, and it smashes into Typhon, who drops the launcher to brace himself. You all feel a literal concussive shockwave of air hit you. A supersonic jet just passed by. Hang on. So, my GM
Somebody summon the Jellicora.
That's the wrong button. Hold on. I killed.
Find out.
I did everything wrong. No, what
No, I'm
happened?
just saying if we should summon them.
Okay. All right. There we go. And change layer.
Yes.
Change it to token layer. And then change myself back to token layer.
Where are you
Yes,
going?
there we
so
go.
many layers.
I know.
Roll 20.
I know. It's also hard because it's partly minimized. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go.
Dang.
Oh.
Oh, that's not the Jellicora.
No,
Oh, I'm sorry.
it's
is
not.
that Gundam?
That is a Gundam.
That is the
What?
most beautiful Gundam. I need a figurine.
What is a Gundam?
So, doesn't
We'll
matter.
explain later.
Standing before you is an armored white and gold knight with wings of light, a sword of fire, and a stone shield latticed with multicolored energy, shadows dancing around them, and ice under their feet. Around their waist is a collection of patterned, colorful, ceremonial battle sashes. Typhon, the Archon, and everyone else over on that side of the field stare open-mouthed at what just happened, with Typhon whispering reverently, Magini Armator. The newcomer knight, for lack of a better term, looks down at their arms and armor inquisitively, like they haven't seen them before or know exactly how they got there. And they begin to glow and lift gently into the air as sound begins to blast all around you, drums thumping loudly, and everyone on the field is just sort of stopped in shock.
Wait, where's that music coming from? Do you all hear that? I don't know if this is normal. Okay, I guess we're doing this. Kila pumzi ya mkopo, vita tulivu ndani ya kifua changu. Kila chua ni hatari, kila neno ni jaribio. Maisha nusu tu, bado si kamili. Walituweka kwenye mistari, wakasema maisha ni hivi. Usiulize sana, usivuke mstari. Jua nafasi yako, fuata wakati. Peculiarity to trace the seams of perpendicularity, but from aerokinetics to interspatial magnetics, the entropy inside my mind won't stop whirling in time to the music. Now something's shifting deep in me, a rhythm I've always known but never reached. Kipande kilichopotea sikuona, sasa kiko ndani yangu. I can finally breathe. I got wind in my sails. I'm alive and free. Feel the pull of the stars.
Subtle.
Reaching out
So subtle.
just for me.
All right, so
I wonder if it's time someone's been spending a lot of time on our ship.
So the newcomer pulls a flaming sword out of the air once again and stomps into the ground to reform her giant shield. I'm getting really tired of everyone blowing holes in my home and shooting my friends and burying my favorite smoothie stand under a building. I don't really know all what's going on here, but I know that this is wrong. I've never trusted you, she pointed to the Archon, and you definitely know better, she pointed to Typhon. People like you always seem to think that they know better than everyone else. Well, I got news for you. We don't want your help, if it means all of this. I was raised to be better than this, to not let something like this happen. And it keeps happening. But I finally have the ability to do something about it. Come on, let's rock and roll, people. And she zips forward with blinding speed past Typhon at the Archon, ice shooting out from under her feet. Welcome, everyone, to the boss fight, and congratulations on accidentally figuring out how to unlock someone's awakened abilities. My father is dumbstruck and confused.
I am.
Someone needs to fill him in, I think, on what just happened.
Somebody tell me what happened.
It's Typhon's daughter.
Yeah.
Oh.
Aerith awakened.
Who spent time around
How did you figure that out?
tree?
We listened. Well, A, we listened to the song. B,
She said I can finally breathe.
yeah.
Oh. Okay.
And who else has been spending all that time around the tree, around us?
Uh-huh.
Said the exact same words that I yelled at her father. I'm so proud of that girl right now.
Eloise with her deep voice is just like, you can go.
Paris is gonna be right there, like, oh, somebody was listening. Somebody was listening. I'm so proud of her. I love her so much. You should be so ashamed. Oh God. Okay. All right. No, we're not gonna do
I mean,
this
to
right
be
now.
fair,
I'm gonna yell at him later so much. Unbelievable. Tried to kill my sister.
All right, so that is where we're ending officially for tonight, and we will come back to the fight, possibly with Block, officially back in tow next time.